Our question is, what do you support about Trump and what do you find so ideal about him?
It's just I don't like these guys wasting time, resources, donations, things like that.
Yeah.
I really don't care about American politics. They're not making him impact. All they're doing really is getting higher in their social group over here, because it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Personally, we don't care.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I care, but...
Well, off record, these...
What effect are they going to have on Trump? What effect is this right going to have?
And why are we inviting American politics into Australia when it has nothing to do with us?
Yeah. Like, what is...
We should mind our own business, let the Americans do what the Americans do best. Let us focus on our own issues. Exactly right.
No, and honestly, like, you know, there's no effect is going to come out of this.
No, absolutely. It's just wasting people's time. It's just making them look good, boosting their popularity. It's all a stage. This is all front for their group. Absolutely agree. Sophie, any comments from the intro?
Well, I mean, American politics generally affects the globe in a fairly big way, and I did prefer the fact that Trump got into Hillary, because Hillary was completely crap and had really, really bad policies. Whereas Trump at least gave some hope for some kind of change within the American system. What he does from here on in, we're yet to see, and it seems a bit like a lot of people are very butthurt and whiny about the fact that it didn't go how they wanted, and that they're going to cause rather a lot of social disturbance for a while to come.
And why don't we show the viewers what the opposition is?
These are the...
Do you know the name for this group at the moment, something? What do they go by? What is their name?
These guys are called Red Flag.
Red Flag?
Yeah, yeah.
And what do they stand for?
I'm not sure exactly. We'll have to ask them ourselves. This guy's great. Can you say that on camera, please?
Make the world great again, that's what I'll say.
Yeah!
Fake news. What is this?
Oh, fake news.
We're going to make, you mark my words, we are going to make Australia great again. Right? We're going to build a big C around this country. You understand? And we're going to make the rest of the world pay for it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's possible.
This landlocked country stops right here and right now. You mark my words. Okay. And radical Islam will be eradicated from the face of this earth.
Well,
that was brilliant.
That's right. Bravo.
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 Well done.
Well, radical Islam does suck, so I'm not exactly against that.
I can't think of any good arguments in favour of it. So
other than stoning women to death.
Well, no,
is that an argument in favour of it? I think
certain women. Could we stone Hillary to death?
Well, I think the House of Saud, who she's in bed, if she went over to Saudi Arabia and spoke like she did, well, she'd be protected by connections, but if she went incognito, she would be.
Yeah.
And the Soros Saudi Clinton crime syndicate would have to be the most disgusting alliance that I've ever witnessed. And what I love is that Trump is exposing everything now.
And what's your opinion of Benghazi? Benghazi. What do you think? How do you think Hillary Clinton handled that issue in Benghazi?
Like a psychopath.
Exactly. So no
like
rules.
a psychopath, and there's no protest against that.
No.
And 800 calls for the embassy, and her reaction to a leader of a sovereign state being killed was beyond my comprehension.
So, I mean, that is the land of unconfirmed.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
Did it have anything to do with your visit?
No, I'm sure it did.
And I'd like to see her end up in jail. She probably won't. But what disgusts me, it's really revealed this new left, or whatever, this totalitarian left.
Yeah, it's like the communist left. Haven't changed. They're still the same communists.
They've infiltrated, and the fact they've poisoned the minds of the younger people here. And this has started decades ago, as you can see, I'm a bit older than I'm. And this started in schools, and it's permeated throughout universities. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation wants all Australians. Fake news.
Fake news, exactly. And what they do is they go, so pretty much what they're doing is they're going on this narrative that ideology is Marxist ideology, and they've been brainwashed by the elitists to go against the current country, aren't they?
Absolutely. And they're doing the dirty work. And it's, where's Meryl Streep? She's not out here with her fake tears. Yeah, these young people, 5-10 years from now, are going to perhaps realise how much they've been duped. So, no, this is disgusting. I never thought I'd live to see the day where I'd see such an unholy alliance.
Unholy alliance with Islam and the left.
Well, I think the left has dissolved. As someone who's on the left, an old lefty, really.
Yes.
Who believed actually did believe in social justice.
Actually believed in true liberalism.
True liberalism, absolutely. Going right back to Bertrand Russell, beyond Thomas Paine. Absolutely. To see that get eroded by people on the right who are using these all sorts of forces to infiltrate, to divide men against women. You know, words are very powerful, so the terminological problems here, where you'll get someone like Professor Christina Hoff Sommers, who calls herself an equity feminist, who needs police protection to just challenge some of the claims that are being made by these so-called third-wave feminists in universities.
Absolutely.
Now, that is the outrage. There should be people protesting here about that.
Do you think there will ever be a platform to be able to challenge it in the universities? Do you think the universities are now no longer open, free-thinking universities like they used to be back in the 50s?
I think that's a claim which could be very easily verified. Yes. Oh yes. In answer to your question, it's now just a propaganda machine. For a while, certain departments were protected, physics, for instance, but now they want an equal quota in physics, so that it's now assess. This was in the Australian a couple of days ago. Assess what you think about this physics question. So these are people who will be building bridges. These are Australian institutions that have been infiltrated by this debacle.
Marxists.
Yeah, Marxists. Yeah, and they've got other agendas. Then there's Islamists who are realising they're just looking. Can you imagine? You're an Islamist. You shouldn't be in the Islamist business if you can't sit back and exploit this situation. I mean, not this necessarily, but some of the rubbish that we've seen. And these are people who will say that men are women by virtue of the fact they claim they're women. Now, how would they know? How would a guy know that he's a woman?
Because, this is getting good.
It's good.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing.
See you, sir.
No.
My name's Lisa,
Nice
but when I'm a man, it's Dave.
Nice to meet you, David.
Woo! Smile for the camera. Well, you're protesting, so you want to get the message out to the world, don't you? We're trying to help you guys.
No Trump! No KKK!
That's better.
Fascist USA!
No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! That's a punchline! Yeah, you do anything! Going back to Burnside! Going back to Redskins, go back to Burnside! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA!
Racist, sexist, anti-queer, bigots are not welcome here. Racist, sexist, anti-queer, bigots are not welcome here. Racist, sexist, anti-queer. Bigots are not welcome here. Racist, sexist, anti-queer. Bigots are not welcome here.
So guys, what was your opinion of Hillary being funded 25% of her campaign by Saudi Arabia? Has anyone got an answer there for me on that?
Say it loud, say it clear. Racists are not welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Racists are not welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Racists are not welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Racists are not welcome here.
As you can see, there was no clear answer that they could give towards the Lord Stumpy. Lord Stumpy asked them a basic question, and yet they could not even answer the question.
They're assuming I'm a racist for some reason, which I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I thought you're an equalist.
The Saudi Arabian regime is one of the most racist, misogynist regimes on earth. And when I asked them a question about Hillary being funded 25% of her campaign by one of the most racist, misogynist, homophobic.
Racists are not welcome here. She's fine, yes.
Why didn't you guys turn out when she invited me here?
Say it loud, say it clear. Racists are not
Are you here to protest Trump? Are you here to protest Trump?
No, I'm
If not, I don't want to talk to you.
Very neutral.
Say it loud, say it clear. Racists are not welcome here. Say it loud.
That's the typical left for you.
Have you guys heard of dialogue?
Say it loud, say it clear. Racists are not
Ladies and gentlemen,
Say it loud.
this is the left idea of dialogue. We're trying to engage them in basically a bit of human intercourse, a bit of human interaction, and all we are getting is chanted slogans. These people are assuming I'm a racist for some reason.
Yeah, that's very strange, Stumpy, because your whole life you've been dedicated to minorities, you've been representing people's rights, you've been the biggest lefty I know.
My granddad fought in World War II against the Nazis to defeat them because he was 100% against racism. So they're assuming that I come from this line of white racism. You're a bit paranoid. What's wrong? I'm not breaking the law. The police would arrest me if I was breaking the law. It's a public place.
The memes!
How are you, boys?
Not bad, man. George, help the memes, man. Help the meme out.
Bit of meme magic here today. Any Americans here? I'm just an insolent bystander. Strangely enough, they even had one chant I agreed with and joined in, but that was the only one. But you guys seem pretty friendly. I mean, these leftist people here have been claiming they're the voice of peace and tolerance, and every time I try and talk to them, they bash me with science.
What's the chant that you agree with? What did they say that may have?
Oh, the anti-nuclear dump in South Australia. I think that's not such a hot idea.
What does that have to do with Trump? It seems that they protest everything but Trump.
It's like hashtag not my president. It's like, we know.
Yeah.
Women whose blood is on the hands of Trump. His blood is on the hands of Trump. Why don't you like an additional tens of thousands of women who are forced to undergo Trump is not only a bigot in every other respect, but he is a war against women. He is launching a war against suicide people. And if he wants a war, we'll give him a fucking war. I tell you that.
Why do you hate Pepe?
The next speaker that we have today is an anti-racist activist who's going to be talking about Trump's racism, something that people in Australia know all about. Is Australia also one of the most racist countries on earth, founded on a genocide? So before we welcome him up, I think we want an anti-racist chant. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA.
No Trump!
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. 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 No KKK,
reading the daily news about every single fuck thing that Trump has done since he's been in office. Well, just take a look at this. He's managed to attack the very meagre Medicare entitlements that American workers are entitled to. The very, very meagre welfare and healthcare system they've got. Shame! He's already made moves to ban abortions. He's already made moves to limit the choices that women can make with their own bodies, restricting their sexual freedom and further entrenching sexism in American capitalism.
Rich kids going back to Burnside! Burnside! Rich kids asking for donations. Australia says no! Burnside! Your parents to fund it! Woo! Have faith!
Adani coal mining in northern Queensland, or Trump over there trying to put in the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Hey Pete, how are you?
Indigenous Americans.
They don't actually want to be on film. It's really weird. They want to protest, but they're absolutely all these guys. They keep attacking me with signs if I try and film them.
So many cameras here. What have on you?
I don't know.
How many phones are here? They wouldn't even know anyone to take a picture. I'm taking it.
To Australia.
A world without walls!
Well, without borders, too, yeah.
If we have no borders, there'll be no countries left. Well, these...
Build the wall! 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 Build the wall!
Hello, how are you? Are you enjoying the show, ma'am? Yeah, it's very good, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's very entertaining. Are you on anybody's side or are you just watching?
Yes, I'm watching.
Yeah, where are you from?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Do you like it here in our little village? Yeah. It's a very friendly place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's all the Aboriginals? I can't see them!
White people. White people.
What did you just say? What did you just say? What did you say about Aboriginal people?
Oh my god, right here, a feminist just went off her nutter, attacked my cameraman, and the cops quickly had to pull her back. Thank you, officer. Officers, a well done job.
Liberal
This is absolute crazy stuff, mate. This is Adelaide, we're on a mall. My cameraman was just attacked. Officers are now questioning him. I don't know for what reason. He did nothing, but I saw. Stumpy, can you please explain what just happened there?
Well, they're claiming to be acting on behalf of the Indigenous people.
But I thought they were against Trump.
Well, that's right. And I said, where are the Aboriginal people? And that girl went crazy and attacked me.
So pretty much, Stumpy asked a basic question: where are the people they're representing? And she went off her nutter at my cameraman, attacked him. Thank you for the Australian police for protecting my cameraman. Credit to you all.
Well, they're a touchy lot. What did you say? Oh, I said, they were saying, oh, we're standing for Aboriginal issues and this and that. I said, where's all the Aboriginals? And the lady went completely crazy and attacked me.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Man.
I don't see very many Indigenous people there. I'm friends with Indigenous people. I mean, no Indigenous people I know support these people.
I hadn't heard this until today.
It's clearly
I hadn't noticed.
Ah.
Oh, man.
You guys seem to be fairly multicultural. There's a Muslim lady sitting with you guys down here.
I think she just got her shopping though.
Oh, no, she said she felt very, very entertained.
Oh, yeah, it is entertaining. That's what we're all like, bro, it's gonna be sick. Let's watch.
Arab here. Ireland is here.
So this is a multicultural Trump contingent. Nice work, boys and girls. Where are you guys from? You're from the Philippines? How do you find Adelaide? Is it a pretty good city?
If it weren't for these guys, yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for these guys, yeah.
I'm Spanish, but...
Close enough to Mexico.
Close enough to Mexico, eh? All we need is a few cocaine cartels and the mixture's going to be even better.
Yeah, let's not build a wall and kick back, yeah?
Yeah, it's funny. It's United. We show united. We will smash the culture Marxists. Send them back.
They do it themselves.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm just still here watching them do it. I'm just watching them.
You can just sit around and watch.
Meanwhile, in communist land,
Meanwhile, back in North Korea.
Hey, do you guys know about the USSR? They had a good economic policy.
Watch out, they'll go seek and attack you again. They'll seek a feminist on her period onto you.
9/11 was an inside job, yeah?
Shh, don't say anything.
We'll go and recommence.
So what these people are advocating is having a world without borders, but that would mean there'd actually be no countries.
Can you do us a favour? Can you go ask these guys if any of them had done like economics at uni? Can you just like go ask them that, please?
Well, I've kind of been warned off by the police now because they attack me. So, I mean, all you do is ask them questions or make statements, and they get very.
That's where you went wrong, mate.
Oh.
You don't ask questions. You don't ask questions, man. You just accept. Feel me? Big brother.
We have a lady from Ethiopia and we have a frog here. Adelaide is a multicultural city that supports trans species and people of other races.
But not Trump.
Hey.
They're just the old communists wearing different clothing. Hey, Stumpy.
They're like the old communists, but kind of worse because they're just well, they all want they want free sex changes and stuff, and we never had to do that before.
So again, the leftists have just proven, Lord Stumpy, that they're very inconcise in what they're talking about. They're changing the subjects left, right, and centre from environmental to racism to anti-Trump. We don't know what platform they are about. They attack my colleague, they hurt our so-called patriots, and they're against everything that's patriotic and free-thinking society. Thank you very much. Just want to go out.
For what?
What's it like?
What's what like?
You know when you're in hell.
When I'm in hell?
What's it like?
Which kind of hell are you alluding
Hell you're
to?
in.
Which hell?
Hell itself.
I'm enjoying it.
Good. Pretty tormenting.
Stand up with me.
I like the Aztec tattoo. How do you feel about being a cultural appropriator, being white and having an Aztec tattoo?
I think he does whatever he wants. Yeah, I mean, I feel terrible deep down inside. I can't sleep at night because I know that I've appropriated another person's culture. What else?
What else can we do? A lot of these white people here seem to be appropriating the Aboriginal bandwagon, but don't say anything too loud, they get really angry. Hey man, bring back the mullet, hairstyle of the gods.
They're in a literal circle trip. They're in a circle yelling at each other. Hell. I never thought I'd see today.
Yeah, I know.
Racist, sexist, anti-gay, go away.
Yeah, sure.
My granddad fought against the Nazis in World War II, and he was a naval man. There was plenty of gays in the Navy, as you could imagine, and he fought for everybody's rights. He put his life on the line so we could have democracy and liberty. And these kind of people seem to actually want to undermine all the work that our forefathers have done.
My grandfather got shelled by a Jap destroyer in the Philippines somewhere, and I mean he survived, but he didn't live with shrapnel in his legs until the day he died for people like this to do so.
Yeah, no joke.
Crazy.
My family fought in both world wars, and they didn't do it for this kind of bollocks.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
I know. And on top of that, they don't want to engage in any free conversation.
And the closest we had was that woman yelling at you. It's ridiculous. That's not exactly a free exchange. It was like a rabbit. Yeah. Maybe put down like a zoo.
Shut the fuck up! 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 Shut the fuck up!
And help him say like, I'm sick of it, all the young fellas getting locked up around Australia. We need more people like Tina Turner. Okay, but I want to agree with him. I hate him. I want to kill him. Yeah. Alright, then, let me meet a Patriots with my sister. Her name is Puja. Another big discuss about all that, you know, how we get locked up on the street walking around and we get locked up for nothing. And like they pick on us and like, yeah, no, so that. And you know, and I've got nothing to do about it, you know, and I'm like just trying to enjoy my day and what's going on, but. And anyway, if you want anything to say about me, just call me Basil the Bunyip.
So you working selling the big issue?
Yeah, I just make some extra money and stuff, man, you know.
Yeah. Are you currently homeless?
No, I was a while ago. I'm living in some housing at the moment, got put in and that, so it just makes some extra money and get me along.
Yeah. So they've got you off the street?
Yeah, street to home help and that and stuff, but still have some issues at the moment where I'm at. A lot of drug use in my neighbours and people around the area, so it can be a bit difficult still, but it's going to get better.
Yep.
I've got to stay positive, man, and that, you know.
Yep, sure thing. What's your name, man?
Kaylin.
Kaylin?
Yeah, Kaylin.
Kaylin. Kaylon? Yeah, my name's Stompy, man.
Nice to meet you, Stompy. I was just saying the old mate about abortion. I believe the government shouldn't pay for it, and if you are going to pay for it, I don't believe that you should get pregnant in the first place. You should be a responsible person and a citizen of that country and use some contraceptive and not get pregnant. If you get pregnant, you're creating a human, and I believe you have a responsibility as a good person, ethics, morality, to take care of that person, and you should not just flush a growing human down the toilet, basically. I believe you've got a personal responsibility and an ethical morality that you should look after it. You know, I couldn't picture flushing one of my kids down the toilet.
Well, that's a very valid side of the argument. I'm glad to hear all sides of the argument. What I've been finding today is bystanders like yourself and the Trump supporters are a lot more open to dialogue than the leftists.
Yeah, I can understand that. They seem to be a lot angry, a lot of anger, hate preaching you might call it. They want to rip everyone up into anger and violence almost, and we're peaceful, dude. We're sitting here with...
Yeah, they're kind of very divisive, and they don't seem to have much of a sense of humour.
Yeah, exactly right, man. No humour at all over there. They just want to, try it. Everyone's doing wrong. The government, Trump, everyone's wrong, mate. No one's right except for them. I think that's called bigotry.
Nice one. Well, I noticed there was an Islamic woman sitting right next to the Pepe. I got a photo of that, so Pepe can't be as racist as these people are saying.
Yeah, exactly right.
In fact, I see Pepe generally as a more humorous device to make fun of these kind of people.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you say one word wrong to them, they're up in violence and stuff, or we're just sitting here, we're all about the peace and, you know, we believe what we believe in. In America, they lost the election, so they turned to violence. That's not the democracy that they're meant to believe in, you know? The other ones were peaceful in their protesting, and they make out the Trump supporters and stuff are the violent ones, when in fact, it's the other way around. The Trump supporters are being peaceful the whole time and made to look violent, and they're trying to incite them, like, and draw them into the violence, you know what I mean?
That's right. They seem to, overall, the Trump supporters seem to be a lot more reasonable and peaceful.
Yeah,
and friendly.
Yeah, definitely.
And a sense of humour does not go astray.
Exactly, man. Where's life without a smile and a laugh?
That's right, we're Australians, you know, we like it, we make fun of ourselves.
Yeah, larrikinism.
That's right.
We can take a couple of jokes to ourselves, and I really don't think they could.
No. I didn't even get to the joking stage with them before they attacked me.
Yeah, that was straight on to you, man. Straight down the middle. Put up a police line after that.
Can I just get the Australian flag on your Trump hat? So, do you come from America at all? You're just an Australian larrikin?
Just an Adelaide guy.
Yeah.
Peacefully giving my opinion on the matter.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just quite amusing, to be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely. Beats watching TV.
Oh yeah, it's absolute trash on the home. That's quite entertaining, actually.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's a little bit scary when that crazed chick attacked me.
I can imagine so. She had serious venom in her eyes.
Yeah, and it's. I think it's a classic leftist tactic to set the chicks onto you, because as a guy, if you retaliate to defend yourself and injure the woman in any way, it's generally doesn't look too good.
Well, I agree. I don't know if it's just. Well, I don't think it's just women that they do that. I think it's just leftists in general use it as a tactic to attack because they know that they're going to be more protected than the right are in most cases.
Yeah.
We're all peaceful people here anyway, but you know, God forbid one of us sort of steps out of line and starts getting aggressive, then he'll get set on like there's no tomorrow. So we don't really have any other choice other than to be peaceful.
That's
Not
right.
all that's a bad thing.
It's a good thing. I'm glad you're enjoying the protest, man.
People could, because I look like that people.
He got called a kite.
Yeah, Pepe. Called you a kite yet? Sorry? You get called a kite?
Yeah, one of the lefties called me a fucking kite, even though I'm not even Jew. It's an anti-Semitic word. My friends are Jew. So I find it very offensive. It's funny. My family were murdered by communists over in Europe. They have a communist fist on their banner. I said that's pretty offensive because so many people died underneath communism. Oh, I don't care. It's laughable. I was like, but you're against genocide.
They're not really smart, are they? They don't think about things in advance. They're just a little bit too stupid, you know?
They honestly don't. I'm actually trying to set up a patriotic sort of, not patriotic, but sort of a standby open freedom thinker group at the moment. We're all for freedom of thought, freedom of thinking, and separation of these wankers.
You can't reach out to them, you can't have
No, you can't dialogue with them.
because they'll just shoot away.
They have their own little thing in their mind, and if you try and talk to them about it, they just won't listen.
Yeah, they all live in their little bubble of theirs. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like...
2 hours. I got all dressed up and painted up.
Hi.
And they're already gone. Oh well.
Well, boys, make Earth great again. Mega. Well, they didn't have as much energy as we expected. They said they'd be here longer, but they've gone home.
Yeah, there was like 200 people on the page, right? Like there was only like about like 50 people here. I guess.
That's what happens when kids try and do something.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get involved in politics. It's an adult's game.
Especially when you smoke too many bongs.
Exactly.
Stop smoking pot. What's the beer brand? I've come to a conclusion that the left do not smoke weed. That does not exemplify any sort of stoner behaviour. That is arts addiction to by far.